What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And I understand that I have been gone a very, very long time. And I know I said in that last video that I would be uploading again soon. It's later than soon, but I am going to be back uploading at least weekly for you guys. I finally am kind of like settled in my new situation here. As you guys can see, my background is different than what it used to be in these kind of videos. And that is because I live on my own now. I live with my wife and I have a dog. And I mean, life has been happening and a lot has been going on. And that's really part of the reason, not really part, it's really the main reason why I haven't been posting. I'm kind of just getting more settled, like I said, in here now. I'm getting more comfortable, and as you guys see, I have made upgrades. We have a mic, all this. So hopefully all this time that I've spent trying to get this together portrays. Hopefully this mic sounds good. So if this video does not sound good, please forgive me. I'm gonna try to get something better soon. Not get something better, but get these settings figured out soon. We're gonna be right back into our just regular news videos here. I was gonna do a super long like time that I've missed type video, like top stories of everything that I've missed, but I haven't done one of these videos in like a super long time, and a lot has happened, and that would be like an hour and a half long video if I just talked about stuff. So honestly, I'm not gonna do that. So we're just gonna start just like as if we never stopped, and we're just gonna go with what's happening currently, and we're just gonna continue the series as we started originally. If you're new here, this is our weekly news upload. I try to do this once a week where we're just talking about different happenings in the car industry and just maybe advancements or new announcements or whatever it may be that's happening, like say anything in the car industry, even in motorsport, in just everything in general. I try to keep you guys updated on any of the interesting news that comes out, because a lot of stuff really does happen behind the scenes and it just doesn't really get reported on all the time. So, hopefully I can keep you guys a little updated. So if you guys are new here, please subscribe. We are going to be back posting once a week at the very minimum. The S13 is coming along. I have a huge update coming. I've been recording it, and we actually are getting the engine in the car. So, like say, just give me a little bit. I'm kind of getting the video together for that, and once that's all done, I'll obviously share it with you guys. So that's enough of this intro. Let us start talking about some stuff. So we're gonna start off the video with the reveal of the brand new RSX. Now, most of you guys probably know what the Acura RSX is. It is a sports car. It's like the Acura version of I believe it's called the FD2 Civic of that time. It's pretty much just the Acura version. It came with K series. They had the Type S version that had the K24 in most of them, if I'm not mistaken. Like we all know what this is, right? And Acura has now revamped it. They have brought the RSX back, but it is as an EV crossover. Now, obviously, that's causing a lot of differing opinions, obviously. But now, okay, so we have to speak about this objectively and also in the view of us, car enthusiasts. Objectively speaking, and just speaking in terms of normal car, this isn't bad. Okay, this isn't a bad car. It doesn't look the worst. It could be a lot worse. Okay, and if it was named something else, I don't think people would mind so much. But as the enthusiasts, with this thing being called an RSX, obviously this is not what enthusiasts envision as the successor or the next generation of RSX. No one would have done this. This is not what any enthusiast would have done in terms of the next generation of that car. Now, I understand this is not the only time that, for one, Acura has done this, for one, with the Integra. The thing is, though, the Integra at least stayed a sedan. It stayed a car. And the Integra Type S is really cool. I like the Type S a lot. The Type S is really cool. But you can't even, I feel like you can't redeem the crossover. Like, you've kind of already doomed it. And the fact that it's called the RSX now kind of taints that name. And it's the same thing that kind of the Mustang Mach E went through. And honestly, a lot of these companies are really just a lot of them are really kind of fumbling with these rebranding of either the company or these car models they have. Like I don't know if who's in charge of the naming and who's in charge of these decisions that come in terms of bringing back old names and bringing back old, whatever, but it needs to be changed because some people are not doing their job. Our next story is over in the UK and, well, maybe not UK, but Europe in general, and it involves Volkswagen, up to more shenanigans as always. They are actually charging a crazy subscription. Like, I'm sure some of you guys have seen and heard of these subscription services that some of the car brands have, like Mercedes and BMW. They have certain features of the car or things that are marketed to be coming with the car, but when you get the car, turns out it's kind of paywalled. You got to pay a subscription and then you can use this, the feature. Personally, I think that's stupid. I don't like that, but obviously, whatever. My opinion doesn't matter, obviously. But Volkswagen has done it again, and they have submitted like basically a new subscription to their ID3 car, which is sold in Europe. It's like a little hatchback EV car, and it's a 228 horsepower car. Cool. It's a cool little daily commuter, whatever, right? Now, keep in mind, I said this car is advertised at 228 horsepower. Now, in Europe, apparently, now, granted, I don't live in Europe, okay, so I might be saying this incorrectly. So please, if anyone who does live in Europe or anyone who knows the correct rules, if I say anything incorrectly, please don't feel free to correct me. But to my knowledge, with the car being rated at 228 horsepower, I believe that affects your insurance actually in Europe, and it makes it go up. But if you have this car and you don't pay for that subscription, the car actually only makes 201 horsepower. So therefore, they're paywalling like 27 horsepower behind what's equivalent to $22 in US money. It's like 1650 or something like that in pounds. I believe it's something like that. And it's like 22 bucks in US dollars. And there's a option to outright buy the package for about 878 American dollars, whatever that translates over to in euros. I actually just looked it up. It costs 649 pounds to buy it outright. So 800 something bucks in American dollars, 649 pounds, which that's crazy for one paywall 27 horsepower. But it's just the fact that also buying this car puts you in that insurance loophole where you're going to have to pay that extra insurance, but you really aren't your car truly doesn't actually make that horsepower, which I don't know if it being down at 201 would give you a different payment, but if it does, I would personally have an issue with that. And it's like, I'm not paying for that subscription, so I shouldn't have to pay the 228 horsepower insurance, right? At least that's what I would think, and that would be my stance on that. Now, I'm not too sure on the rules and everything like that in Europe, so if anyone can actually clear this up in the comments, please do so. But either way it goes, stupid. And so for our last story, I'm going to just play you guys.
Why we're here today, to put you and one of these beasts in a place they were born to run. Because once you feel the power of a Dodge, you'll know that these streets belong to us.
Now, as we all just heard and saw, that is the new 2026 Scat Pack Chargers. Now, for one, I need to get this out now because I was not making videos whenever these cars got revealed. I hate these things. They look ridiculous. The front of them actually doesn't look bad, but like from the hood back, the car looks stupid. It looks weird. The proportions are weird. It looks like they wanted to make the car a coupe originally, but then they were like, actually, guys, we can't have a coupe. It's got to be a sedan, so figure it out. It looks like an updated Challenger in the front, which it actually looks nice, like I said, but in the back it looks like a updated Charger, and it's weird. I don't like how it looks. I don't think the proportions are good, and personally, again, from the A pillar back, I can't do it. But as we see, they have now these were EVs, and now the Scat Pack has this engine. I believe it's called the Hurricane, which is an inline six, and they're trying to put a combustion engine back in these things because nobody was buying the electric ones. They were selling like absolute garbage, and nobody wanted them, rightfully so. Now they have these six cylinders in there, and they were trying to do this little promotional video for them, showing off the car. But like for one, it sounds horrible, and quite frankly, that was like probably the most boring donut I think I have ever seen. Like I mean, I'm just being for real. That was pretty boring, and that didn't sound fun. That didn't sound cool. That was nothing. I felt nothing from watching that video the first time I saw it. Now, my opinion could be different than somebody watching this. Some of y'all might really like this thing, but me personally, I don't. Um, it'd be better to me if it had a V8, personally, because it's not like Dodge isn't making the V8. They brought it back in the Durango and the pickups, so they could just put it in there, but they're choosing not to for whatever that reason is. That's Dodge's decision. I understand they want to try to change. They're trying to meet, emissions or whatever kind of stuff they're doing, but I mean, I'm just saying what it is. I'm talking about what's out right now, and I don't like it. And that was our last story for this week. I wanted to kind of keep this one a little shorter, just because I don't want to. I don't know how good this is gonna sound. Again, this is my first time using this new setup and everything. So, if this does not sound that good this week, I promise I'm gonna be getting it fixed, and it won't sound like this for that much longer. Like I'm gonna be getting it figured out over the next couple videos for you guys, and hopefully, soon it'll sound good for you guys, and there won't be any issues with that. If you guys are new here, even if you're returning, make sure you are subscribed, please. If you were subscribed previously, it could have unsubscribed you. Apparently, that happens. If you are new and you want to be up to date with car news, like I said, every week we are going to be doing this. So just hit that subscribe button, and please, guys, leave the video a like. Help me get back into the YouTube algorithm, because right now I am not in it, because again I have not been posting in a long time. So help your boy out. Get me back into the algorithm, please. Give the video a like. Remember, hit the sub button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.